Welcome. It is Cameron Parker, coach and speaker here, coming back with another video talking about why you should have an open mind and develop a growth mindset. It doesn't matter whether you're a teenager or an adult. I think the next clip I'm going to show you, which was filmed back in September, I believe, when I was talking to a group of school year 10s, year 11s. You need to check it out, and I talk about the impact of having a closed mindset and what happened to me. When I let you in, I got fired from a job. So check it out. It's a brilliant story, and it will lead on nicely to the 5 tips I'm going to give you on how you can develop an open mind and a growth mindset. So I'll see you on the other side of this video. Check it out. See you soon. Peace.
But I remember when I got my first ever part-time job, right? This job was nothing special. All it was just working in a call center when I was about 18. The problem was, when I was 18, my whole attitude, my whole behavior, everything was off, right? So that meant, as far as the job, I was turning up when I wanted to, I was wearing what I wanted, and being in a call center, I just wasn't making enough phone calls. But one day, we had to make a phone call about a sensitive matter. I had to call this older guy. So I made the phone call, and his wife came to the phone. She said, "Can you just wait there a couple of minutes? I'm gonna go and grab my husband." So I said, "Listen, I'm here all day, take as long as you want." She said, "Oh, that's very nice of you, you're so kind." I was like, "I know." But then she left. 20 seconds after, I thought, I can't be bothered, so I put the phone down. Didn't think much of it, jumped back in my car after, and I forgot about it. But then a couple days after, I received a text message from the head boss. The text message said, "Can you come in? We need a meeting ASAP." At this point, I was a bit delusional. Why does she want me to go in for? Am I getting a pay rise? Am I getting a promotion? I don't really know. But anyway, I walked in. The conversation lasted less than 60 seconds. What do you think she said? She fired me on the spot in front of everybody. As you can imagine, I stormed out, I slammed the door, blamed everybody else, and I forgot about it. But then fast forward 6 years later, I received an email from a head of year 11 saying, "Can you come in, talk to our group?" No problem, did the 1 hour, and I left. A couple weeks after, she emailed me again saying, "This time, can you spend the whole day in school?" I said, "No problem." And then lunchtime, she just started asking me some questions, as you do. "What other jobs have you done before?" These type of things. So I said, "Well, do you know what? When I was in secondary school, I was a paper boy for like a week." I said, "I worked in a restaurant for a little bit." I said, "Oh yeah, I used to work in a call center." But when I said that, she had a little laugh because she said she used to work in a call center. "Okay, no problem. What call center did you work in?" She said the name. Funny enough, we worked in exactly the same one. Then she asked her, "What happened to the job?" And you have to remember, right, just like your teachers, they were bringing me in to be, say, some type of role model, so I didn't really want to tell them the truth. But I kind of had to. So I said, "Do you know what, miss? When I had that job, I was a bit of an idiot, and because of that, I got fired." But when I said that, everything changed. Her body language changed, her behavior changed. I knew straight away something was wrong. So I asked her, I said, "Miss," I said, "what's wrong?" And her exact words were, "It's all coming flooding back to me now, but I was the person who fired you 6 years ago." What are you laughing for? But let me ask you a question, right? What do you reckon changed in those 6 years? She said she even recognized me. And when we look back on it, we could talk about behavior, we can talk about attitude, we can talk about all of these things, right? But the biggest thing for me, year 11, the biggest thing for me was when I was in school, when I come out, 15, 16, 17, I was so close-minded, nobody could tell me anything. And because of that, it took me so much longer to get me to where I wanted to get to. So all I'm saying now, in year 11, this is an opportunity to maybe open your mind to understand the things you can go and do. Open your mind to actually think, do you know what? Regardless of what's happened before, I can actually turn things around and come out the other side even better and even stronger.
I can't believe I got fired from that job, but I have nobody else to blame apart from myself. Anyway, here is 5 ways you can develop an open mind and a growth mindset. Number 1, embrace challenge. Instead of saying, why me, why me, why me? What happens if we can start saying, try me? Most people want to avoid challenges and difficult things, but if we can learn to embrace it, in those challenges we will grow and learn at a rapid pace. So don't avoid challenges, let's embrace it. Number 2, following on from number 1 really, but comfort zones. If I asked you, what do you think people value more, growth or comfort? You're probably going to say comfort, right? But if we can start valuing growth, and that means stepping outside of our comfort zone on a consistent basis, it doesn't need to be a massive jump, but just doing some small things which challenges us, small things which make us feel slightly uncomfortable. The more we get older, the more we learn, the more we grow, those situations back then are going to help us because we've already done difficult things. It's not going to be nothing new. So yes, step outside your comfort zones. 3, experience. Try and go after as many different experiences as you possibly can. There's a saying way back when, it's about when your brain, your mind expands, it never goes back to its original dimension. So once your mind expands, it never goes back to its original dimension. So go and learn from different people, experience as much as you possibly can, and that's probably going to require you, yes, to go back to point 2, to step outside your comfort zone. 4, ask questions. If you're not sure about something, if you're interested in something, ask questions. But don't just ask questions and listen to, then give a reply. Ask questions to listen and then to understand what they're saying to you. You may not agree with everything that is said, but let's start asking questions. Let's remain curious, because if we can remain curious, that is literally going to help you keep an open mind. We don't know it all and we can't know it all, but asking questions will show us things we don't know, and we can learn much quicker instead of trying to figure out and find the answers for ourselves. Leading on to number 5, learn. Hashtag always learning. If you got this mentality that education is going to stop when you finish school, you got another thing coming. And the reason why is life moves so fast, which means we always need to be learning to the best of our ability. We have to move with time. You want to go after things, right? You want to understand things. You want to gain different perspectives, different ideas. And if we're not putting ourselves around different environments, if we're not trying to learn, if we're not trying to experience, if we're not trying to do all these different things, then we're going to literally stand still. And we don't want that. So always try and learn. That comes from asking questions, you name it. They're all linking to one another, but you want to always be learning. That's why I'm constantly reading, listening to podcasts, audiobooks, you name it, from people who are much smarter than me. Because if I can take one thing away that will improve my life, imagine those one things over 5-10 years, I am going to be a complete different person. So to recap, embrace challenge, comfort zones, experience, ask questions and learn. 5 ways you can open your mind to develop a growth mindset. With that said, make sure you like, comment, share, all that good stuff. Hit that big red button, subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.